shooting myself kind of backwards with the minigun.
Oh.
Not far enough.
So, Ant tossed me down the hill. Ow. 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 Ow.
Yeah, what do you want me to do about it? Okay. This better be heroic,
I was knocked down, there was nothing I could do.
Limp at him. Do it.
I can't.
Yeah,
That.
you can't.
No, I couldn't.
Accept me as you.
I was holding left click, it would not let me.
Accept me for who I am. Thank
God
you.
damn it, game, I want to do the cool thing, but we can't kill enough of them to give me the cool thing.
I don't get what you're saying is the cool thing when it's literally a thing that you have to. Like, it's literally a thing that takes so much goddamn preparation, it might as well be that mega tank. Talking about the fucking stupid ass fucking mega tank. And it's not even a thing that you can, like, on your own be devastating. You need me to get in a seat. Which, unless this thing does like 1,000 damage, you're pretty much lessening my DPS.
Oh hey, guess what, I got the thing. If only I was alive.
I'm a little busy making
know.
sure I stay alive.
I know, I'm watching. Keep at it.
Problem is there's gonna be an ant behind me at some point with this tunnel. Nope, tunnel done. Okay, I'm coming for you. Oh god! Okay, I'm rolling down a hill, and I'm caught. I was rolling down a hill, he was coming up the hill. It was just a bad situation for both of us. Okay, there we go. Okay, we reconciled our differences. 1 second. He realized that he was an ant, and I'm a fencer, and it just wasn't gonna work out. Okay, 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 okay.
Don't get
Okay.
me.
Well, there's still the matter of this one.
No. I can't
Okay, he's
do
dead. There we go.
that. Okay. Now we'll have the thing.
This better be fucking all you fucking say it is. At this point, with your fucking hyping it up,
it's gonna be good.
this is gonna be the No Man's Sky of EDF. I can tell.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
What?
Ants.
Whoa, we haven't aggroed them yet.
They don't care. They're here.
There. Jesus.
More coming.
I see that. Know how? Minimap. Motherfuckers, I'm trying to head up this hill, but you're going up the hill, but then you're making me nervous.
This is Bomber 2, flying above the combat area.
Well,
We hear you, ground unit.
Calm things.
if you could not glide in front of the ants, that'd be great. Like, I know you're eager for your vehicle, but if you don't eliminate some ants before you
Gotta make it to the Gundam. No!
I told you, you need to eliminate some ants. Will you stop blowing yourself up for a second? I'm trying to get an aim on you. Jeez. You panicked?
Gundam.
I saw you had full health and you fucking killed the shit out of yourself. You're getting the right arm.
Okay, this is the wrong.
Are you gonna get the fuck in?
There we go.
Move! This thing. What the fuck is this thing?
It's a Gundam.
It sucks.
It's a Gundam.
How is this a Gundam? It doesn't have a sword. What is your plan? This thing does such pitiful damage. I knew that it was something that you got from these missions. I was like, it can't be good. It's gonna be rank 30, which then means it's gonna do jack shit for damage. Do you have control of any weapon?
No. Now I do.
Just get like 3 other people. We need to get 3 other people to play this game, and then we play the all air raider team. What? You say we're air raiders? No, we're a tank division. It's like, oh wait, you say we're air raiders? No, oh god.
So the Gundam's dead.
Yeah, I got that. I watched the health. Oh god, now I'm dead. I swear I didn't forget our anniversary. Ant love. It's important.
Ow. So that was as cool as I thought it would be, but not as useful as I thought it would be.
What's the level on it, jackass?
I don't remember.
Yeah, that's pretty important.
40 something.
I don't know, 40 might... Like, 40 it shouldn't be too bad. But I never saw you use the center missile, it was called.
That's what I was on.
Yeah, but what the... I never saw you fire it.
I did fire it. I had a very shitty field of view, by the way. I had the fucking worst field of view ever.
Well, you should up your FOV. I wonder what high-level air raiders look like. Like, if you tried to run the entire game with a bunch of high-level air raiders. It probably looks like Power Rangers.
Yeah, it really does.
Megazord, go! And then all the air raiders get in.
Yeah, that's basically what that just was. That was the Megazord.
Anyways, I still got this to deal
The
with.
Walking Fortress Blam is our mid-season upgrade.
What?
Don't you know? Power Rangers get an upgrade
Yeah,
to their
what the
Zords
fuck were you
mid-season.
talking about? Fortress something.
The Walking Fortress Blam. Oh, back Betty, bam, Blam. Oh, back Betty, Walk Fortress Blam.
For some reason they chose that as the song in TMT, but that's about slavery.
You see, I juggle them.
Yeah, because you don't do enough damage. Sharon! 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 Sharon!
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah. Sharon! 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 Get off me! Sharon! Ants don't appreciate my unique style of comedy. Don't tell me. Yup. I guess I'll try out another weapon. Or I'll just draw aggro, I don't know. The fact that like, they think the support's going to get 5 people to get in it is bullshit. What is this with games and thinking that you have 5 other friends that just constantly hang out with you online? Well, I guess you had some of that in the form of like the lesbian, feminist, transgender faggots.
Yeah, but...
I don't exactly know what to call them because they're just all over the place. Like I would say, women, but holy fuck, it was like dudes that think they're women and women that think they're dudes, and it's like, I don't know. That seems to be working pretty good, whatever the fuck you're doing. Like, that's killing them. Whatever the hell it is. Can't tell with them.
Left arm.
Oh, that's what I was using. That thing doesn't kill. Like, that's why I was like, I don't know, Keldon, this thing that you're talking about isn't pretty good because it doesn't kill them. It takes forever to kill anything.
And it was all thanks to the Megazord.
I'm gonna destroy that thing the next time you summon it.
It was all thanks to the Megazord.
It was not.
28.
Anyways, you're gonna hate this fucking mission.
What?
You're gonna loathe this mission. It's an all-out war.
Choose loadout. Fencers can equip 4 weapons.
That's all it is. It's an all-out war.
Operation Brute Fucking Force.
Deploying.
It's just a war.
And I did not bring the Megazord. What?
And
Fuck.
This is Zone 2. We can see the enemy.
What?
it's just a war.
Fuck.
It's just a war.
This is Zone 4.
And if you look over there, there's your big tank.
This is the final line of defense. If they push missiles, large areas will be destroyed.
It's just a war.
No matter how big the enemy troops are, we have to hold our ground. There are people behind us we have to protect. Incoming! Where's our air support?
The tactical bomber is closing in on Zone 2.
The air raid is beginning. Don't move carelessly. The air raid is coming. Don't go out too far. The air raid is coming! Have you started fighting yet? For some reason, here's the headline. You're the one fighting that. We live for the death. You owe me the best ever did it!
Here's the headline for the next alien newspaper. Here's the headline for the next alien news bulletin. The Earth dwellers were savage. That's literally what he said.
Stupid and get hurt. Hopefully it goes that well. No problem. This is my plan. Crap! Hold on! I'll back you up! Let's go to that one place again. Open your leg. The enemies are smashed to pieces. Which way should I go? I want a juicy steak. Where should I go? We'll show you how.
Attack successful.
I'm using the light mortar that does 1,000 damage per shot, so I'm hoping that does. It's got amazing range and it does 1,000 damage per shot. So I'm hoping that does it.
The enemy is approaching Zone 3.
Other than that, I've got the shield.
Yes, sir!
Fire the Requiem gun!
What do you mean, fire the Requiem gun?
This is Scout 6. Large units are approaching Zone 1.
No matter what, the next battle is going to be fun.
I have the Requiem gun.
Ready to fire! Let's look for enemies. I'll shoot!
Air raid in Zone 1 has
Just
commenced.
trying to get them before they get in range.
I'm ready for battle.
I'm staying behind the big tank as well. Wait, did you?
What should I take out now?
Oh, you deployed your own big tank. I see.
Yes, sir!
Which literally, yes, you have the Requiem gun. How high level is that, by the way?
Not very.
That's what I figured. Like, if you actually had that high level, it'd be probably blowing through everything pretty damn easy. So I'm sad that, like, you don't have that. Which, that also made me sad when you said, oh, I've been farming, and I'm like, oh, I thought you said you've been farming, and you said, yeah, on the Ranger. I was like, oh. Because, like, if you actually had level 55 shit like I do, and just imagine if you had that tank but level 55.
This is Scout. It's shield bearers.
Like, you know how much damage it does, so then, like, multiply that by, like, 30.
Have been spotted near the Hectors.
Well, not accurately. Accurately, it'd probably, if it does, like, 600 now, it'd probably do, like, around 3,000 now, I
Attacks are
think.
pointless as long as those shields are up. It'll be dangerous, but we have to move in.
I'm reflecting the plasma back at them.
Move forward and draw their fire.
Well, not
Get
back
as
at
close
them,
to the
but
shields as possible.
I'm stopping it from hitting our guys.
Infantry units, follow the tanks.
Oh my god, I just tanked that to the face. I meant to reflect it, but I thought it wasn't gonna hit.
For a green gun.
What?
Infantry units,
Oh, shut up!
Requiem for a green
move through the shields while the tanks can
It's a
still cover
Requiem
you.
cannon, damn it. Or no, did they say fire the Requiem gun?
They do, I'm actually quoting it, yeah. It does say fire the Requiem gun.
Anyways, like I said, you're not gonna like this level. Hectors everywhere. It's all out war.
Holy shit! These shield walls are huge.
Yeah. It's a war.
I can't see the targets!
It's funny. I'm sitting here behind the big tank, and you're in the big tank leading a bunch of men over there.
Yep.
I tried doing this on Inferno after I did it on hard because I thought it was easy, and it just wrecked my shit.
Sure.
At least on hardest. Are we on hardest? Yeah, we're on hardest. Because I have my level 55 stuff. So at least on hardest, it's going to give us level 30 shit, but it's not great. But the problem is we got to get in there and get rid of that shield. But, you know, it's kind of impossible. And despite what the Koreans may tell you, nothing is not impossible. There's just a lot of impossible. I can take out the one in the back, I think. I'm gonna go for that one.
Oh, I've gotten into the shield.
Yeah. Let's see how long you last. So is the other tank. The other tank is tanking all the damage right now. One shield down. There you go, requesting another Titan.
Because I ran out of ammo.
I know, but it's funny. It's like, oh, you destroyed my Titan. Oh god, are you getting hit by the grenades? Oh no. Calden, you left me with a problem. Especially because I'm really near the edge of the map. Now I just need to get in your Titan. This is clearly the solution. Get in your Titan.
Physically can't.
No. Quick! Deploy more air. Deploy wing divers. Deploy rangers. Let's go. Oh god.
I was not prepared for the war.
Well, I told you it was gonna be an all-out war. Like, it was gonna be a war. There is literally just... It is a war. A straight-up fucking war. I can get a shot in, but then it immediately deploys the shield. And the best thing is I'm doing 1,000 damage to all of them, not just one of them. Backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up. Yeah, it was a really good idea to take this light mortar. Oh no, this is the edge. This is the corner. I don't want to be in the corner. Like a fighting game, don't want to be in the corner. Yep, there comes the fire. Let it push me backwards. Let it push me backwards. No, not that way. This way. Yeah, this way. Go, boys, go. Shoot me. Take me backwards. Take me back to where I belong. Backwards. Okay, I'm back out of the range. We're good. Okay, now as long as I stay clumped up like that, I should be good. That was a couple of them down. That thing's gonna need to move, and when it does, it's gonna do that right there. And the problem is there's a one on the right that's constantly bombarding me with plasma mortars, so I've got to keep moving back at a reasonable pace. Hope you're enjoying the show. Whoa, how close was that plasma mortar? That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, I'm enjoying War of the Worlds.
Oh my god, that plasma mortar was way too close to my nuts. I think we'll leave the plasma mortar one alive, I don't know, because we gotta pick up some of this gear.
Request support from the armor division.
What do you mean request support from the armor division?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
In Zone 1 and Zone 2.
Ants!
Another air raid is commencing in Zone 2.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, remember when I said this is all-out war? Yeah.
Until this part. It's all at war till this part.
No, it's all-out war. It's still war. The aliens brought their A game.
Their ant game.
No, they brought their end game. Let's just say that. They brought their end game. This is their end game army. They've been building up for like for like 4 hours. This is their tier 5 army. They've got a nice variety of units. They got a nice mix of units for anti-infantry, all kinds of stuff, you know. They've been practicing, they've been doing all their micro tricks. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna survive this though. Okay, got him to let go. I'm gonna res you. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's res you. It's not gonna do anything, but let's res you. Oh. Sorry, I gotta negotiate with this red man. Sir, I'm gonna need you to let go. What do I got for another weapon? I'm flying. Whee! Farther away from you.
This is Scout.
Oh god.
In Zone 5. It's an incredible number.
Can I get up? Thank you.
Why are they all over me?
Because you're sticky sweet.
Because they wanted to eat my tank.
It's an enemy.
Fair enough.
You just need a higher level version of that tank. Holy shit! That thing's 12?
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
What the hell? It's effective, not fully effective, but Proteus. Requires at least 2 crew to be effective. Since nobody is in the cockpit and the upper body will point down to the ground. Our position does not have access to a weapon. It's very slow and turns slowly. It's an immense arsenal and thick armor, but it's forced to be reckoned with a coordinated team at its helm, like the E61 Titan. They walk through buildings. The Proteus is plentiful animations, weapons, and toughest in the game 2025. Only surpassed by the Wonder Fortress bomb in 4.1, giving a lot of staying power in combat. The burster cannons are primarily focused at shooting ground targets and aim very far above the cockpit's horizontal line. To shoot upwards, it is necessary to driver point the cockpit upwards. The cannons are fully automatic at a rate of 3 rounds per second, allowing the Proteus to dish out mass amounts of damage on anything remotely insect-shaped in its path. The multi-missile, on the other hand, is relatively weak and difficult to aim, wedged alongside the Proteus cockpit and left to the launcher. Soft launch variants. burster cannon. I wonder what level his Proteus is. And the Walking Fortress Balam is the 50-meter guard variant, a smaller variant of the Moving Fortress X-4, developed for an unclear operation that concluded before it was ready. Balam first appears in mission 53. Balam is primarily useful in missions that feature Aringus, or Aringinius. Since it can absorb significant damage from the monster and stun loop it easily, Balam possesses two main combo attacks. Punch with the same arm twice, jab straight, punch with the other arm, slam, or punch, and then punch with the original arm, uppercut. Alternate left-right or right-left combos between jab and hook. The slam and uppercut moves will both knock an Aringinius on the ground, and this can easily be repeated until the monster keels over. Balam can also stomp on enemies using the triggers that do not operate its arms, as with the footfalls of the quadruped fortress. The stomp deals damage in a substantial area around Balam's foot. The attack is surprisingly weak, however, and brings Balam to a complete stop for several seconds, usually meaning it's facing more of whatever it was trying to kill with the stomp attack. Holding down L3 appears to allow Balam to enter a guard state, where he receives less damage, much like the guard boost a fencer receives with certain weapons like the vibro rollers. Huh. If Balam is knocked down, pressing L3 just before it hits the ground will allow it to recover, instantly reversing the knockdown. This is important since the Aringinius can trigger another knockdown while Balam is getting up first, which can lead to it being juggled to death. The recovery animation seems to prevent this from happening. Two of the deployable Balam variants mount turrets. This can be fired with square and triangle buttons. The default controls both fire a huge, ragged burst of fire in whatever direction the camera is pointed, with half the volley fired from each gun. Unlike the other vehicle-mounted weapons, there is no laser sight provided for aiming these. The Type F's description notes the development that these versions led to the EDF to conclude that Balam is simply not cut out for fighting giant insects, and led to them focusing on fighting Aringinius as the vehicle's sole function, hence disabling the turrets again in the final model. Balam is incredibly slow and has no real ability to engage airborne targets. Like the BMX-10 Proteus and the E6051 Titan, it can simply move through buildings by destroying any buildings that get in its way, destroying them without even slowing it down. Balam is more or less entirely ineffective in normal battle situation for anything other than drawing a lot of aggro, while the players with more sensible weapons pick off enemies attacking you. Though it can be tremendously enjoyable to walk around punching hectors, it is possible to look downwards and swing Balam's fist to hit smaller enemies like ants, though this quickly devolves into flailing. I hope Kelton gets back quickly. Wire guns are rather strangely hidden away in the special category and missed by some beginner air raiders, particularly since early tests might lead to the assumption that they don't do much. But in 2025, among the class's most important firearms, though far less so in 4.1, they are the only gun that he has access that he cannot harm himself with, and therefore are vital with letting himself free himself from Crimson Ants in 2025, and are only effective handheld weapon for aerial foes. The lines function rather like a Rotarius web being thrown in an arc, and able to snare multiple enemies. Depth crawler. SDL1. Huh. Did you ever look up how the hell you're supposed to use half these fuckers?
What?
Did you ever look up how you're supposed to use half these fuckers?
What do you mean these fuckers?
All your deployables. I'm looking at... I found a wiki. Like
my vehicles?
Yes. The Walking Fortress Balam actually has, like, combos.
Huh.
Punch with the same arm twice, jab straight, then punch with the other arm, slam, then punch with the other arm, then punch with the original arm, uppercut. Alternate left and right or right left will cycle between jab and hook, and then it has the slam. It also has a guard stance, which is L3, but I imagine that's like shift or space. Apparently, it's very important when you're fighting Aeringinius because it will, like the guard stance will, like the Aeringinius can knock you over, and triggering the guard stance while you're falling over will cause you to get right back up instantly. It also says that the most powerful weapon in the game, the most damaging weapon in the game is a helicopter. What's wrong with the Depth Crawler?
It's too squishy.
Depth Crawler is fragile and rather jittery vehicle that is fairly difficult to use effectively. Even the highest level versions have just 3,750 health, not much more than a top level SDL. Oh, SDL are the bikes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't seen anything about the Vijalta and shit like that. But yeah, the Proteus they say it only needs 2 people to be effective, really. The Proteus only needs 2 people to be effective. But the person controlling the cockpit needs to aim the cockpit up and down accordingly so that the burst cannon can get the best angle. Yeah, but the HU-04 Brute has the best Oh, wow. The HU-04 Brute is the final helicopter, a 3-seat giant which is extremely sluggish handling with preposterous damage output from its 2 mounted cannons. It's useless in single player since it lacks a driver's weapon. But it has apparently preposterous damage. But yeah, I don't really know anything about the Vajolta. I means to learns. Vajoltas are flexible combat vehicles which can adapt to a variety of situations and are generally a good choice if it is uncertain that what the next battle will bring. While there is a Vajolta tailored for more or less every situation, they are all less than optimal against a small number of tough targets such as Hectors or Deroys, whatever the hell those are. Though the heavy cannon can hold its own against them at lower difficulties, for such scenarios it is generally better to use an Epsilon armored railgun. Even the fastest Vajolta is still not quicker than rolling, or so they are unsuited for 4 fast strikes, not 2 fast strikes. Unsuited to fast strikes. I don't know, that doesn't really make a lot of... that doesn't sound right. Their difficulties in turning mean they are best in missions where it's guaranteed the enemies will be coming from the front, or front of them. With this Flame series particularly suited to assaulting tunnel exits and their occupants, their worst scenario is being simultaneously attacked from the front and back, particularly if the attackers are spiders, since the Vajolta's large hitbox will lead to it being destroyed in short order. It is difficult to place posts, generators, or turrets on a Vajolta since it is tall and irregularly shaped. The feet are about the best place since they are quite large. It is possible to get on top of an offlane Vajolta, however, using a series of jumps, one onto the top of the lower leg, one to the vehicle's waist point, and then a third to the roof. The roof makes an excellent vantage point for guide kits or guide kit fired strikes. A Vajolta complex motion means it sometimes shed devices placed on it, much as armored vehicles tend to do so with force field generators. And so it is a good idea to use more than one, even though multiple posts do not offer multiple buffs aside from life vendors. Assist guns are generally a wiser choice since the assist post does not fall off or obstruct aiming when placed on a roof. Most Vajoltas do not require any additional turrets anyway, since their close-range weapons are perfectly adequate. The exception to this is the Buster Arms and Buster Lord, which tend to damage themselves trying to attack anything at close range. For these slow siege vehicles, it is a better idea to place turrets on the ground in front of the Vajolta rather than trying to move around with them, though. Yeah, so I don't know what rank you have for stuff and like how good shit is.
Well, this Epsilon armored railgun does over 4,000 damage.
I should look up the Fencer. Because I feel like I'm doing the best I can, but maybe I'm wrong.
And this Artillery B, and this Cannon B artillery squad call down does 10,000 damage.
Okay, many of the Fencer's dual mode weapons. Many of the Fencer's weapons have a function that triggers on both sides. It is important to look at weapons stat card and know what its function is, since a lot of the Fencer's mobility comes from the thrusters that some weapons are equipped. Yeah, like spears, hammers, swords, etc. There are 4 possible functions that a weapon can assign. Side thruster, that is a horizontal dash in any direction, with a short pause between dashes. A back thruster that allows for a vertical leap of a fixed height. A shield that uses alternative function for its reflectability. Finally, some of the cannon weapons have a zoom mode to enable accurate targeting at range. Dash cancel. The fencer is normally the slowest class, and with their sidestep, in particular resembling a beast whale on volume. However, with the right moves, they can actually outpace even a wing diver. The key to this is dash canceling. Normally, the fencer's ground dash has a short run-out animation before it can be executed again. This can be canceled with several that are much faster, allowing for continuous dashes. The best method is to use a shield reflect function, use button, as soon as the dash concludes. The reflector is the best shield for this, since the fastest reflect animation and the fastest reload time. An even faster method is to use a javelin catapult after each dash, since this will reset the animation almost instantly, though it does mean the fencer has to do without a shield in that weapon pair. For example, their defense angles are added together and then their multipliers are stacked. For example, holding up two shields with an 180-degree arc, well, that will reduce the damage by 90, would mean that the fencers has a 360-degree protection that took 1% damage. But both shields take the full damage from the hit. The shield's effects do not stop there, though the other trigger used the fencers towards the current point of aim. Kill an enemy with their own attacks. The reflection cost is a fixed percentage, how many projectiles reflected. The reverse range of a shield affects... The reversal range of a shield affects how large the reflection effect and how far it travels. This is a double-edged sword. The larger the reversal effect, the slower the animation is for using the reflectability. This also affects the speed of dash canceling. Close combat strikers are a series of unique short-range powerful weapons that can be used by the fencer that resemble old-fashioned melee weapons such as hammers, axes, and swords, but are high-tech energy weapons.
Why'd you leave?
I didn't. Probably just AFK'd me. I've been disconnected from the session.
This is the lobby. Here you can join rooms
Probably
with
got
other
AFK'd,
players.
disconnected.
You can also create your own rooms and invite others to play.
CC Piercer. All CC strikers except for the Force Blade, Force Axe, and Dynamo Blade also produce an effect like holding up a shield when their attack animation is playing. And as with the shields, show the amount that they're reducing. Offer a degree of protection against close enemies' range. The CC Piercer. The Piercers are a longer range companion to the strikers. They are designed for directional attacks in single enemy or line of enemies and require aiming like a firearm. They have no defense boosting functions, relying on distance rather than damage reduction. All CC Piercers are a ram assembly that propels a large object towards an enemy. The signature Piercer, the blast hole spear, fires an enormous steel spike which penetrates the enemy and it injects plasma into them to cause an explosion. This can attack multiple enemies at once and attack twice in a row in quick succession. Triggers a lunging attack with better damage and far greater range than the normal attack. The Blast Twin Spear is a variant of the same theme. This weapon features an automatic boost when fired and attacks with two spears at the same time, consuming 2 ammunition per shot but dealing incredible damage. Like the Blast Hole Spear, a quick follow-on attack leads to an even more powerful lunge. The Spine Driver sacrifices the Blast Hole Spear's penetration and lunge for a stronger first attack. The Flashing Spear and Jackhammer weapons are rapid-fire versions of the Blast Hole Spear and Spine Driver, weaker than single attack with either ladder or lacking the Blast Hole Spear's lunge ability, but more useful against swarms. They can be thought of as submachine guns of the fencer's arsenal. The Jackhammer also allows the fencer to defeat his enemies with an enormous comedy of mechanical fists. Automatic artillery. These are two types of Gatling, FG and UT. The FG series deals more damage per shot and have superior range, while the UT have more ammunition. I usually use the UT. I know of the FG and how they have the range, but they have so little bullets. It's like I need to hold off the enemy, not... Like, killing it is hard enough. Bolt types have long reloads and take a short time to spin up before firing the first shot. I got it, dude. I'm just holding off so I don't get disconnected anyway. Back-mounted twin versions fire faster. Galleon cannon, single barrel and dual barrel heavy machine gun with a much slower fire rate than hand Gatlings, but much higher per shot damage. The back-mounted twin version fires a lot faster, but the handheld single barrel version fires more powerful. Dexter automatic shotgun is a belt-fed. Does it actually have a page? No, it doesn't have a page. The flame revolver. The flame revolver is one of the stranger weapons. A special rotary gun which generates enormous amounts of heat in the barrels before firing up powerful jets of flames. Flame revolvers are very powerful in tunnels, but the longest spin-up time of any fencer weapon, 4 to 6 seconds, and ridiculous recoil, is impossible to fire two flame revolvers at the same time since the recoil is so strong that the fencer will end up looking straight up. That is actually wrong, because you end up looking straight up at the very beginning, and then you can drag it down. Once it starts firing, yeah, you go straight up. But if you can actually drag it down. And you actually do it in a reasonable time, but the problem is like if the enemy's right in front of your face, you're pretty much fucked. The category consists of arcing, artillery. The hand cannon is a modified tank gun. Notably, the fencer must alternate his fire if he is carrying two hand cannons, though this setup is common for artillery weapons since they're set up for animation for each shot, though two guns still fire faster than one. Heavy Gallic cannon, slow firing but even more powerful version of the hand cannon with a flatter trajectory and superior range. If dual wielded, it can make a fencer deal the same effective damage over time as an Epsilon armored railgun. That's interesting information right there, I'd say. Geld? Two heavy Gallic heavy cannons wielded in both, if dual wielded, can deal the same effective damage over time as an Epsilon armored railgun.
Nice.
Primarily used for dash canceling, javelin catapults are hard to use for anything else other than to fire in an arc offset to 45 degrees at the current point of aim. They are more or less useless on their own, being slow firing semi-automatics, but two will couple them. Holding fire on both will result in a very fast, fully automatic fire which can saturate an area with steel darts. The Javelin Storm version, on the other hand, are useless for dash canceling but reasonably effective in their own right, firing a large burst of 60 darts at a time. They cannot be coupled with the regular Javelin catapult, like the regular Javelin catapult. The fencer has three types of mortar at his disposal, which, yes, the light, heavy, and dispersal. Which, light is just a single target that has like a bunch of... Yeah, lowest damage, but they are allowed to fire quickly and has a large magazine to sustain fire. The heavy mortar deals far greater damage, but at the cost of short setup animation prior to the fire time and a smaller magazine. The smallest magazine is that of the dispersal mortar, which fires and then has 20 sub-munitions per shot that saturate the area with firepower. Ifrit is a DLC only weapon, an odd lock-on weapon rocket that deploys 15 in 2025 or 30 in 4.1 napalm sub-munitions over its target. Being only level 2, it's only suited to be used on easy. Okay, so good, I don't have to fucking worry about it. Similarly, the Powerdyne is a one-off piercing energy weapon with a zoom that cannot be reloaded and has 10 shots for a level of just 2. It does 700 damage and it's actually a lot and it's well worth using if players on lower difficulties. Blah. Missile launchers. We're on the last section for weapons for me, so we're good. So don't fucking... Jeez. You have a really big problem with patience. Um... Yeah, that's about it. Missile launches, it just kind of says, yeah, they're stationary and, like, devastating with air raider, but that's about it.